Hey, what's up everybody? It's your girl Animated Angel back at it with another video.
I wonder what I did to make her like me so much. She feeling me a lot now, but it's
Today's video, we are going to be doing another cleaning video. You guys seem to love the cleaning video I just posted, so I'm going to be making another cleaning video. And I want to make a couple announcements moving forward when it comes to my content. Like I know you guys probably don't care, but I think I'm gonna I think I'm gonna not have that. I don't know. I'm just not gonna have, like, if I do add friends on my channel or whatever, it's not gonna be so much in your face anymore. It's gonna be like a clip and that's it. And yeah, I think God is definitely working on me. So today was the first day that I went to church by myself. I didn't have anybody go with me. It was just me and God, and it was really good. It was really, really good. And I mean, in hindsight, hold on, let me throw this stuff away. So in hindsight, I'm like, right now I'm editing videos. So right now it's currently June for me, but by the time you guys see this video, I have no idea when I'm gonna post this. But I'm editing videos from my February, and literally, like, that's when I started going back to church and everything like that. And the pastor, like, said a lot during church, but, like, you know, when I first started going back to church voluntarily by myself, or not by myself, but I had some people going with me at the time, it was like I couldn't go to church by myself. I don't know, I didn't have the courage to go by myself. I didn't have the desire to go by myself. I always wanted somebody to go with me. And then when people would make their way out to go, like, sometimes I was even making an excuse on why I couldn't go to church with them, like, oh, I fell asleep or blah blah blah. And so then today I just got up because I have to go to work today, and I'm gonna leave at 2. But I didn't want to go to work all day today. Like, I want to take Sunday off, blah blah blah. And so one of the things that the pastor was preaching about is, like, really and truly having one day of rest no matter what, at least. Like, in me, I work 6 days a week. I work 6 days a week, guys. So, like, having at least one day of rest is so important. So I wanna, like, make my life easier so I can create my Sundays to be the day where I can just do whatever I want and I don't have to do any work, you know? So, I mean, how the heck is that even gonna be possible? I have no idea. But I think one of the things that I have to do is really get a good schedule going on and become organized. Like, organized and disciplined. Like, I'm super great at making a plan. Like, if you know me in real life, you know I can make a really great plan. But sometimes what it comes down to is the execution of the plan and, like, the actual discipline on keeping it up. So, because I'm one of those people, like, if I'm in the rhythm and the habit of doing something, I'll do it every day. The second I stop it, I could just, like, I won't go back. Like, it's really, and then it makes it really hard for me to get back into the routine. So it could be a good thing or a bad thing. Like, sometimes when I want to cut something out cold turkey. It's so easy for me to just be like, boop, and it's done, and whatever. But then other times when I'm like doing really good, for example, I was posting consistently on YouTube every week for maybe like 2 or 3 months. And then I literally took 1 week off, and 1 week slipped into a few weeks, and then now I'm just now getting back in the habit of editing videos, blah blah blah. But I just don't want to be like burnt out when I'm making videos. And when I kind of stopped vlogging, I just kind of had things going on in my life that I didn't feel like I was ready to be in front of a camera. And that's just what it is. I'm not an influencer. I don't get paid to do this. Y'all see me when you see me, when I feel like it. And this is not my bread and butter. So it is what it is. Y'all live in real life. I live in real life. My whole brand, guys, my whole brand is in real life. Like, I'm done. I know the internet is gonna continue to progress and everything like that, but I know the internet is gonna progress and everything like that, but just because like technology continues to progress, I don't want us to forget like connection and community as humans. So this second half of the year, I'm really focused on building my community, building my connections with people, with friendship. I feel like the first half of the year, it was really for me to get strong on myself and what I'm willing to put up with people and what I'm not willing to, and that's just what it is. And the people that I decide to be in my life are God's people. And I think, you know, everything is an experience. And the quote on my board right now is everything is temporary. Like, some things last longer than other things, but nothing lasts forever. Only thing that lasts forever is God and energy. And I think the longer that we go with accepting that, actually, this is going to be me cleaning up, but also me ranting, because I've been wanting to talk about some things that have been on my mind lately. So this past May, another reason why I kind of stopped to like I have to go in phases. I really want to be my most authentic self when I'm recording, and like anybody that starts recording themselves and posting it online knows that it requires some sort of like energy, and you have to be in some sort of like you really have to be in the mood. It is what it is. You really have to be in the mood in order to go on camera. And like in May, like at the beginning of May of 2024, and let me go get a light really quickly. Yeah, guys, I mean, it's kind of hard for me to just say this, but in the beginning of May of 2024, one of my classmates that I had went to school with when I was younger passed, and it was really crazy. It's like you never really expect it when someone dies, and they're really young too. Like, And, you know, it's so crazy. Even though I may not have known him as long as other people, or, you know, my stories with him aren't as, like, in-depth as others, you know, I still have memories with the guy. I still had interactions with him. I still have conversations with him, and I can still replay it to this day. And it's just crazy. He passed away, and you could see his Instagram story still up after he already died. And it's really crazy. And it just comes to make you realize, like life is really precious, and you really have to cherish the people you're around, because you never know when it's going to be their last day. And also, with that being said, it's like you never know when it's your last day yourself. So you really have to make it and continue to, like, live every day like it's your last. Like, live every day like it's your last. And when you go to bed, like how William said it, when you go to bed, be okay. Like, yeah, if today was my very last day on earth, I'm okay with everything and how it played out and all the decisions and choices that I made. And that's kind of how I live my life. I don't want to live my life with regrets. I don't want to live my life in fear. And I only fear God. I think that everything is divinely guided and there's a plan. And so, back to what the church was about. It was talking about, like, how you need to remain humble, and how you really need to listen to, be obedient, and trust God, and trust that everything is going to work out. And even, it was like, when things don't make sense, that, like, it may not make sense to you, but it makes sense to God, and it's, like, divinely orchestrated and planned and everything like that. And I think that's honestly true, because if I look back at the beginning of this year, where I was at, I was literally unemployed. At the beginning of the year, I did not think that I was going to be losing my job when I said 2024. But, you know, sometimes in the moment, it's going to hurt and it's going to suck, but it's way better for you. And, like, the healing process also. The healing process, it doesn't happen overnight. It really doesn't. Like, when, you know, I found out and everything, I was already going through some personal stuff myself, and, like, it was really stressing me out. I wasn't in the best energy. I just got out of, like, friend relationships that I had to cut off, and even though it was kind of hard to stand on business, I had to, for my own sanity, for my own greater good, I had to stand on business. And yeah, it was a lot of pent-up negativity. It was a lot of things like that. So right now, I'm kind of in a transitionary period of, like, another thing that I learned from the church service from a couple weeks ago. Don't bring old habits into a new season. And that's really what I'm trying to embody in my life. Like, old habits, old people, old things that no longer suit me or serve me. I'm no longer carrying that with me. I am entering a new chapter. It's taken a long time to heal from a lot of things, but I feel like I'm healing. The summer is here. I'm happy. I'm content. I see new vision and focus for myself. And, you know, honestly, a year ago, I've changed so much. I've gotten so much, like, more resilient. and so much more adult smarter, I would feel like. Like, I think when I was in college, I was pretty book smart. I was kind of learning to be adult smart, but this first year, not living at my parents' house and not being like in school and really having to look at myself and focus on myself and stare at myself in the mirror and look at the bad and the ugly and actually decide to want to be a better person. And it's like also like it's so easy to stay around people because you're comfortable with them regardless of the circumstance, and to keep feeding into like situations and relationships that are draining you and things are not working out for you. And it's so much harder to leave and walk away, and it's hard to also stand on business, but it's just so much better because once you set those boundaries and people can't respect those boundaries, just know that if you keep them in your life, then you are disrespecting yourself. And I choose not to continuously disrespect myself and the type of person that I am. And when I finally get fed up and I'm no longer wanting to give that person, you know, all of me, it's like a fleeting thing. And I think because part of it being like that I was a military child, I can like learn how to detach from people, places, and things. And it's because I just had to do it so much my whole life. But I don't know if it's like I'm a bad guy for this. I think it's not a bad thing. It's everyday life. Like, sometimes you're not meant to run the whole entire race with someone. You're only supposed to be there on a leg, and you're supposed to pass the baton to someone else. And that's just your purpose, to run that leg in their life on their race. And maybe sometimes you might come back for lap 2 if lessons weren't learned. But like releasing and detachment is so important to the healing process. So I don't even know what this whole rant is, but long story short, my 2024 has been a journey that I was not expecting. I'm halfway done. This year is going by really fast. I think I'm gonna vote this year. Okay, so some of my goals, I want to vote this year. I'm going back to school, so that's the thing. I want to continue doing my events, we'll see, or I want to try doing like, I don't know, I'm not going to say everything, but I want to try doing a little bit more like social things with people in real life. That's kind of my goal right now. And yeah, I'm super excited. I'm super happy. And I think me, like before when I was younger, I used to really give so many chances. I wouldn't have a backbone. I would sit here and explain myself to people with my decisions on why I would no longer want to be in their life or be their friend. But I've learned with age, people know what they're doing. The right people are going to be in your life. The wrong people aren't. And everybody doesn't have to be here forever. And that's just part of life. And it's not always in bad blood. Sometimes where you want to just no longer be someone's friend. It's more like, I just don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to put my energy into that anymore. So, yeah guys, that is my little rant. I'm happy with the choices that I'm making. I want to keep putting more energy and effort into making more positive choices, being around more positive people, and being around people that have ambition. I like ambition. I love ambition, and I don't want to continue to be around people that don't have that trait. And that's no shade to anyone. It's just a promise to myself that I'm going to be more conscious of like the decisions that I make, the people that I surround myself with. And yeah, and I think I'm gonna continue to have a backbone, to have boundaries, and to speak up for those that are afraid to say something. I will always be the voice of reason. I will. And you know, love it or hate it, but I enjoy being that person, and I feel like God gave me a gift of speech and communication to others naturally, so I need to use that. And I'm really excited to embark on my new journey of going back to get my master's. It was so crazy, like last year I was like, this is gonna be my do or die year on whether or not I'm gonna go back to school. And honestly, I'm happy with the decision to go back. So I'm gonna be applying. I'm not gonna tell you what school I'm in yet. I don't even know if I'm gonna tell you guys what school I'm in, to be honest. But yeah, so that's my update on how my 2024 has been going so far. And I feel so mature. Like, honestly, I feel so mature, and I think that's what messes people up. Like, I am really, really mature for a 23-year-old, I guess. Like, I'm just pretty mature, but in some ways, other ways I might be a little bit childish still. But a lot of people never think I'm 23. They treat me like I'm probably like a 26-year-old. So who knows how I'll be when I'm 26. But yeah, it's really crazy. Like, I feel so old. I don't know why. And you know, with that being said, I have to be grateful for every single day that I wake up, because you know, other people that are my age that I just went to high school with, my baby cousin, I'm sorry, but he passed at 19. So every single day that I wake up, I literally am so grateful, and I live that day with no regrets. I have to. I literally have to. My past classmate who passed, he was literally at a party the night before, and he passed away by being drunk and driving behind the wheel. And it's really sad because, you know, he was celebrating life. I don't know what was going on in his life. Like I said, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I was the closest person to him. Like, I sat here and talked to him the day before. I didn't. But I was still shocked to see that he's no longer with us. So I'm really grateful that I'm getting the opportunity to live out every single day. And you know, the people that are gonna be with you in your life are gonna be with you, and you should be grateful of them for the when they're there, regardless of the good or bad, because you got to experience them at the end of the day. And whether or not that person is meant to be in your life for 1-2 years, or a lifetime, or 10 years, or however long, just take the lessons that you learn from that person and apply it into your life and move on with it. Like, literally, sometimes I have some friendships in my past that I hold so dearly to my heart, and you know, it just fizzled out, and life just happens that way. I wish them no harm, I wish them no ill will, but you know, the grass has to keep growing. Like, circus don't shop because one monkey gets sick. You know what I'm saying? So that's with me, that's with anybody. But if they were to call me tomorrow and be like, hey, you know, I need some logical advice, I need some voice of reason, or I want to rekindle our friendship, or blah blah blah, I'm 100% open. But also, I have to learn for myself, like, this year especially, I'm only putting into people as much as they put into me. I'm not over investing myself into anything except myself and my dog and my house and my assets. I'm investing into this country for the political scene to get better, because I don't want to live I don't want to be in World War III. I don't want to be in World War III, guys. I'm not gonna lie. So I have to do my due diligence as a citizen and vote this year. And you know, I don't give a damn if people say that my just because I'm voting for maybe not the most popular vote, or not the most popular party, or not any of the popular parties, and I'm voting how I'm voting, and don't throw away my vote. It doesn't matter. I'm doing my due diligence. I'm gonna put my vote out there. I'm gonna start investing my money, and I'm gonna keep adulting. And also, guys, with that being said, I also plan on having a lot of fun this summer, going out, making memories, meeting people, and I'm outside this summer. And if somebody has a problem with it, wife me. I'm just kidding. But yeah, guys, that's it. I don't even remember what was the purpose of this whole video. I think I was supposed to be cleaning my house. I wash my dishes, but yeah, this is how my 2024 is going. I don't know how it turned into this, but yeah, thank you.
She be blowing up my fucking phone, tripping for no reason. Guess I'm up for fucking shroom, feel like I be dreaming. Hell no, I don't want your hoe, cause them bitches be eating. Hell no, I don't want your hoe, but boy, my brother need it. If that boy I like her, but I got that lemon squeezing. If he run up his weekend, that's when I had to leave him. No, I ain't speaking, leave a nigga not breathing. We got ops on defense, freaking most slizzy demon.